Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel where we talk all about farming, specifically livestock farming. Today we would like to discuss about how to start a profitable rabbit farming business in Zimbabwe. So are you looking for a profitable livestock business with low startup cost, a business with potential for high returns? Then think about rabbit farming. Rabbit farming might be perfect for you because in this video I will also share how to start a successful rabbit farming business. So I will discuss choosing the right breed, the feeding aspect, housing, management, and also the marketing aspect. So now let's get started. The first thing is choosing the right breed. So you have to understand that there are many breeds of rabbits available on the market. The breed you choose will determine your success in rabbit farming. There are three main types of rabbits for farming. For example, we can talk of the meat rabbits as well as the fair rabbits and also pet rabbits. Of New Zealand white, which is one of the most common breed, and it is quite fast growing and also has high meat to bone ratio. It is a good breed when you think about meat production. Then we can also talk of the Californian, which is also a breed with high feed conversion efficiency and also high feed conversion ratio, and it is quite resilient in terms of the diseases and also highly adaptable to the local Zimbabwean environments. Now we can also talk of the another breed which is called chinchilla. Chinchilla is a dual purpose breed which is used for meat as well as for fur, and it is quite a hardy breed which is quite also adaptable to the local climates. We can also talk of other breeds such as the Flemish Giant. It is a large size breed, but it requires more feed and also more maintenance, and it is quite rare and also not very common in Zimbabwe. We can also talk of local crossbreeds, which are also highly adapted to the Zimbabwean conditions and are often disease resilient and also highly adaptable at the same time highly productive. Now, let's move on to the next aspect, which is the housing and also equipment. So proper housing is very essential and also very crucial for the health of your rabbits because it also affects your productivity. Here are the main key points to remember. You have to remember the housing types and also some of the housing requirements or factors that affect good housing. So in terms of housing types, you can talk of hatches or elevated wooden cages. Basically, these are houses or cages on elevated platforms. They are well ventilated and also easy in terms of waste management. We can also talk of wire cages, which are also quite good in terms of preventing diseases and also allow for easy cleaning. We can also talk of deep litter systems, which is suitable mainly for large scale commercial production, but it requires strict hygiene and also a strict monitoring to ensure a production level is not compromised. In terms of housing requirements, we talk of good ventilation and also shade to prevent heat stress. A good ventilation is very important to ensure free circulation of air and prevent build up of gases such as ammonia. Next thing is also protection from predators such as dogs, even snakes, and also wild animals. Then we also talk of proper drainage and easy to clean flooring to ensure there is no build-up of moisture and that the housing is dry all the time. We can also talk of the proper separate breeding and also fattening sections to ensure continuous productivity and also to ensure that you maintain your records properly. So a well-designed rabbit house is very important to improve your productivity, and also it's very important because it reduces the occurrence of diseases and also reduces the cost of production because this means less cost in terms of disease treatment. On the next phase, let's talk about the feeding and nutrition aspect. So feeding is one of the biggest costs in rabbit farming, but with proper feeding planning, you can reduce the expenses and also while maintaining good growth rates of these rabbits. So you have to understand or establish a rabbit feeding guide whereby you choose what's best for you. For example, you can rely on pellets which are or concentrates which are high in protein and also ideal for fast growth rate and also under commercial production. We can also talk of other feeds such as hay, which are very essential for digestion and also for preventing bloating, which is pretty common in rabbits. Then we can also talk of fresh greens and vegetables, which include sweet potato leaves as well as cabbages, which must be used in moderation. And also we can talk of carrots, and also it's very important that you avoid toxic plants. We can also talk of kitchen scraps and local feeds, which you have to introduce very gradually, and also you have to monitor strictly because they can cause problems if you don't monitor them. Then water should also be available all the times and should be clean. A balanced diet is very essential and it leads to faster growth rates and also a high meat to bone ratio. Next, let's talk about the breeding and management plan. Basically, rabbits breed very quickly, and managing them properly ensures continuous production. However, here is what you need to know. You have to know the breeding age. Basically, you are looking at 5 to 6 months for bucks or for male, as well as for the does, which are the female rabbits. Then we also think around the mating ratio, which is one male for every 5 to 10 females. Then we also think about the gestation period or the pregnancy period, which is about 28 to 32 days. It is quite a short period. Then in terms of litter size or the number of kids or which are born, we are looking at about 5 to 10 kids per birth, which is quite a sizable number. Then in terms of the weaning age, we are looking at around 35 days weaning age. Therefore, it is very important that you keep accurate breeding records and also track fertility and performance to ensure continuous production. Let's move on to the next phase, which is the disease management and also biosecurity. Like any livestock, rabbits can also get sick. Therefore, prevention is better than cure. However, to keep your rabbits healthy, you have to understand some of the common diseases and also how to prevent them. So some of the common diseases, we can talk of coccidiosis, which is pretty common in rabbits. However, the best thing to prevent this disease is to make sure that there is clean water and also maintain high levels of hygiene in the houses of these rabbits. Another common disease is mange and ear mites. These ones can cause skin irritation and also even loss of hair on the rabbits. Use modern medicine such as ivermectin and also maintain cleanliness, as well as sometimes ensure that the rabbit houses are clean and also those that are sick are separated from those that are able to stop the spread of the disease. Then we can also talk of respiratory infections, which are also pretty common. Basically, what we have to do is to avoid damp or moist environment and also avoid dusty environments, so ensure that the housing is in order and everything is up to standard. And another key common condition is bloating and diarrhea. Basically, fiber rich diets and also avoid sudden diet changes. Therefore, you can at least counteract the negative effects of this bloating. So basically, the key thing is you have to regularly clean the cages and also separate sick animals and also consult vets when necessary. Now, let's talk about the market opportunities and also the pricing. They are growing well. Where do you sell them? You have to understand the market for you to be profitable. Here are some of the profitable market options you can adopt in Zimbabwe. For example, we can talk of the meat market, whereby you sell to butcheries as well as restaurants and also individuals. We can also talk of the breeding stock, whereby you sell to new farmers who want to start this kind of rabbit projects. Then we also talk of the diversity, whereby you can sell even manure droppings, or which are also an excellent organic fertilizer. Then we can also think about export opportunities when you have big numbers, and also when you have to check the regulations and also the global practices and standards which you intend to adhere to. Rabbit meat is quite lean and also healthy and also in demand, especially with growing awareness of white meat benefits and the trend going towards organic meat. Now, let's talk about the business strategies for your success. Success in rabbit farming depends on smart business strategies. Start small and scale up. Begin with a few pairs, then expand from there and learn the trade. Network, join rabbit farming groups and also cooperatives. Attend trade shows and agricultural exhibitions. There you can connect and also share ideas with others. Use social media to market your rabbits, such as Facebook, WhatsApp, as well as other social media platforms. And also diversify your income. Sell live rabbits, meat, manure, as well as breeding stock. Also keep good record keeping, which is very important to track your cost and also sales and also rabbit performance as well as health. A well-planned rabbit farm can generate a steady income with minimal space and investment. However, these type of business are very essential to supplement your farm income or other enterprises. So, in closing, Rabbit farming in Zimbabwe can be a profitable venture, and also it is one of the growing industry. With the right breeds, as well as proper housing and full knowledge, as well as good feeding and also smart marketing strategies, you can build a successful business around this idea. If you found this video to be helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also hit the notification bell for more farming tips. And also drop a comment below if you have any questions or if you have interest in rabbit farming.